Hey, everybody, welcome to what is proven to be a historic day out there in the world as the American judicial system and a jury of his peers have announced that the orange bastard himself is guilty on all 34 charges. Guilty. Does anybody else feel the whole Superman, Council of Elders thing with Jor-El and everybody? Guilty. Guilty. Anybody feeling that? I sure am.
Yes, send in the pane of glass of infinity, or whatever it was called.
The only thing I feel sorry for, there's one person in this I feel sorry for. If Trump does go to jail, they're going to put him in jail with a bodyguard, and it's the bodyguard that's going to have to take it up the hoop. So, yeah, that sucks. But otherwise, woo-hoo!
It's a party. It's a party going on right here. Yeah.
So where are you starting us off tonight, Dunk? Because we're not actually starting with Trump, but we're getting to that really quick.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we're all a bit discombobulated with this one today. Okay,
no idea what's going on.
Let's talk about this other old git. Because an 80-year-old man has been arrested in California for police allege he terrorized neighbors with a slingshot for around a decade. Prince King of Azusa, actually, his name is Prince King and he lives in Azusa. So them saying Prince King of Azusa makes him
I was thinking to myself, royalty. I've never heard of Azusa, and they don't have democracy? I mean,
But anyway, Prince King is, that's brilliant. Your name's King. What are you going to call your firstborn? Prince, obviously, But he is suspected of breaking windows and car windshields and narrowly missing people with ball bearings shot from a slingshot. Azusa police said in a statement. Dozens of people have reported being victimized by the unknown person, who the police referred to as a serial slingshot shooter, over a course of 9 to 10 years.
Wow. Imagine how much damage he's caused.
I know. What a git. King was arrested after ball bearings and a slingshot were found during a search of his home in the city, which is 25 miles from Los Angeles. I wonder why they decided to search his house. Did they know him?
They probably figured he had good grass.
Well, like Duke Bushy said on Saturday, that detectives learned that most of the ball bearings were shot from the suspect's back garden. We're not aware of any kind of motive other than just malicious mischief, Mr. Bushy told the South California News Group. Yeah. Another. He could share a little cell with Trump, couldn't he?
Oh, yeah. They could take turns being the bottom bitch.
They could talk about their balls.
I do want to say to the guy, though, you're not very intelligent. It's not that I know this from experience, but porcelain breaks windows easier.
Really? Here we got a super chat.
We do. We've got Holy Oblation coming in with nothing short of game over. Ha ha ha, you orange prick. You got it this time. You finally got it. Thanks, Holy Oblation. So, yeah, why don't we check up and see? Whoa, okay, we got another one in.
That's a big jumpy image of a little foxy jumping up and down.
Yeah, look what happens if you spend more. Your super chat sticker thingy is bigger. Look at how impressive that is. And that's Silver Earth with nothing less than $50 super sticker with the little foxy guy just having a party at this fuck's expense. Woohoo! Woohoo! We'll toss that over into the Boom Boom Fund. So, yeah, let's go over a couple of the updates. Oh, it reset the damn document on me. I got to scroll down really fast to like...
Oh, no. Was it that same happened to me as well, then?
Yeah, I bet it did. So, hold on here. Where are we here? Jury deliberated for 9.5 hours. There was, before the jury came back, there was false right-wing reports going out about Trump trial jury instructions, fueling threats against the judge. The Trump table got all from smiling to really sour before it came back in as well. And then Alvin Bragg and his team entered the courtroom, and Eric Trump seemed to be the only family member there. Merchan hits the bench, and the numbers started rolling in. Guilty on 1, guilty on 2, guilty on 10, guilty on 20. Lord Thunder and Jesus. Guilty
and
on
sold
all
to the
34.
orange guy. Oh,
yeah.
brilliant.
So let's see here. Trump looked at each juror as they read out their thing. Yeah, go ahead, dude.
All right, carry on.
There was a last-minute motion for acquittal of all things, and Merchan shot that down like a guy with a gun looking for pheasants. Merchan thanks the jury for their service, and people started gathering outside. Jordan Rails, Republican Jordan calls it a travesty of justice. No, that is a jury of his peers deciding that they had seen enough and he was absolutely guilty. You can't say justice wasn't served just because it didn't work for you, you piece of human.
Yeah.
And
What about Trump's words when he came out?
I know. He basically blamed Osama bin Laden and everybody else. It was unbelievable, the rhetoric that came out of his mouth.
He said, this was a disgrace. This was a rigged trial by a conflicted judge who was corrupt. This was a rigged, disgraceful trial. I'm a very innocent man, he said. It's okay. I'm fighting for our country. I'm fighting for our country. No, you're not, you blithering idiot.
Fighting for yourself.
Trump said the country has gone to hell. We're a divided mess. And he said millions of people are pouring into the US from prisons, mental institutions, and some are terrorists.
Yeah, we have people that are getting released from foreign mental institutions flooding into the United States. I would like to see the data on that.
Yeah, and he also said that this is prime election interference, from the Biden campaign. No, it's not. You're being judged for a criminal act, you more. Does he also think that voting against him is election interference?
Yeah. You cannot vote against Caesar.
What a... He says it's far from over, he said before walking away.
House Speaker Mike Johnson said, today is a shameful day in American history. It just isn't, you asshole. Democrats cheered as they convicted the leader of the opposing party on ridiculous charges predicated on the testimony of a disbarred convicted felon. But every single person in that courtroom, aside from the judge and the jury, is just a bunch of liars.
Yeah, they're all felons, and they're all Democrats. They're all against him.
So the sentencing won't take place until the 11th. That means that you all have 10 days to get properly wasted and enjoy the moment so that you have enough time to sober up, suffer the hangover, and be ready to go again if his punk ass goes to jail.
He's not going to go. This is going to go on for ages. This could probably go on for another year as he tries to take it through the appeal courts. And by the time that's done, he'll just say, your time has been served.
SB in the chat says July 11th, not June 11th. So that means you've got 40-ish days. So, I mean, I can drink a lot of beer in 40 days. We need some new members so I can give somebody the bar tab.
Oh, dear.
Yeah. So, what did, what was there?
Oh, it says every juror had to walk in front of Trump after finding him guilty. I hope they gave him like a little smirky smile at him.
I'd have flipped in the fucking bird. What's the old man gonna do? Stand up? It'd take him 5 minutes to even look me in the eye. Yeah.
What was funny? I was listening to this news coming in on a BBC channel. I think it's American BBC. I don't know what was going on there. I was getting really, really confused because it kept saying "sue me," and I go, "Oh, that's the name of the woman who's presenting it. She's going to sue me." How ironic is that?
Oh, okay. And what's his name that runs the Secret Service, chief of communications there? Anthony Gujalimi or something? I don't know, man. Today's outcome has no bearing on the manner in which the United States Secret Service carries out its protective mission. Our security measures will proceed unchanged. In other words, it's like, yes, now I have to guard a convicted felon, is what he said. Yeah. And what did Trump do right after the verdict was done and he made his little speech like a senile old man and walked out of court? He put up a fundraising post on X.
Yes.
If you can chip in any amount to help me take back the White House.
Help this poor billionaire.
Yeah.
He's on his last billions.
Yeah, I'm so rich. I'm amazing. But have you got $5 so I can get my house back?
It's just nuts.
And Moscow Marjorie there posted an upside down American flag in response to all this. I'm sorry, honey, but you are what's wrong with America, not the rest of America that actually thinks this man's a criminal. You're an idiot.
I wonder when they're going to start burning the flags. That'll go down well. Hey, we got some more shout outs there, Dick.
Yes, we do. Let me whip it back here. Apatox throws a couple of bucks into the hat with the lovely Ukrainian colored hearts. Petra Olsen sends in 65 of the, what is that? Swedish krones? Is that SEC? S-E-K? I always screw that up. But that was for Ukraine. And Blonde Bombsheller throws in a $10 super chat there as well. F off, drowsy diaper, Donnie Dementia, shits in pants. I love the shits in pants remark. That's awesome. Here, let's do the whole little thing here again.
One of the funny follow-on stories on this is the fact that yes, he can still be voted in as president of the United States,
How?
even though he's a convicted villain, because they never wrote it into the Constitution because they never thought they'd ever have to.
Yeah, exactly. You never figure that, Bernardo or Bundy or somebody's going to go, I'm going to run for office, right? One more shout out here.
Let's vote for Lex Luthor.
Yeah, well, that's probably a better option. But Holy Oblation came in, gifting out a Shills membership as well. Thank you, Holy Oblation, because now I got somebody to give my bar tab to. Send in your info. I'll make sure you get it.
now the follow up on that, even though he can run for president because he's a convicted villain or felon, should I say, he can't vote.
Oh, that's too funny.
Oh dear, can't even vote for himself. Oh well.
And Biden said, as Biden spokesperson said, the ballot box remains the only way to keep Trump out of office. Now, this is what I was going to close with in this little Trump update. Everybody listening to me in America, please listen. This is the moment where you cannot be too busy to vote. You cannot be, somebody else will do it for me and all that stuff. You have to be there to put a vote against this guy. America as a whole will look stupid if a convicted felon is running the country. All people around the world are going to see it this way. Now, as a Canadian who only lives like an hour north of the border, I know that most people in America aren't Trump. But most people in America that didn't like him didn't actually vote. He never would have got the office if everybody would have got off their ass and voted. So please, please, please get out there and vote this time. Please.
Yes. And even if you would normally vote, Republican, just on this time, just don't till they clean up their house a little bit. A lot, should I say?
I mean, Professor Gerdes and Greg Terry are both card-carrying members of the old-school Ronald Reagan Republican Party, and I guarantee you both of them vote against Trump, whatever it takes. Right? You can't let that man get in power again. You've got to get out there and do it.
It also kind of like implies all the other clowns within the Republican Party that they just need to get rid of, and they're also like part of Trump's little gang of shitheads.
Yeah. It's like a rich man's mafia trying to run amok and run things. Can't be done. Can't be done. So, okay. Let's see here. We've got. Oh, this is a good one you've got next, dude.
Oh, hang on. Oh, yes. Yeah.
Damn right.
A rusty carrier, because Russia's only aircraft carrier, the Admiral. Hang on, I practiced this before the show, and I've forgotten how many were. The Kuznetsov. Yes, that's it. The Admiral Kuznetsov continues to face persistent mechanical issues and construction defects, rendering it pretty much non-operational. Its sole aircraft carrier highlights the broader struggles faced by the Russian Navy amidst ongoing geopolitical and economic challenges. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, blah. Come on, where's the funny bit?
It's going to be a useless submarine in no time. Just wait.
Yeah. Well. Oh yeah, because unlike most modern nuclear-powered aircraft carriers, the Admiral Kuznetsov relies on mazout fuel, a heavy petroleum product known for its inefficiency and heavy smoke production. Brilliant. Where's the aircraft carrier? I don't know. I can't see it for all the smoke.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, it looks like it's been hit.
Yeah, it'd be like the droids escaping from the Star Destroyer. Going, no, don't fire on it. It's already Yeah,
exactly. Don't shoot. There's no people.
Yeah, it's already on fire. Don't need to hit it anymore.
But sir, we see an aircraft carrier. Should we fire? Who's it made by? Russians. It'll sink on its own. Save the ammo.
Well, the thing is that because they're using this fuel, well, I suppose it's some kind of like diesel or some kind, but it says the fuel dependency limits the character's operational duration to just 45 days before it requires servicing. Wow.
Oh, so it must be like some dirty, nasty, low-grade crap.
Yeah, chip fat or something. Yeah, because well, a nuclear-powered aircraft carrier can operate for 25 years without refueling.
I can't believe a country like Russia would even bother with an aircraft carrier that isn't like nuclear powered these days. How many coal-fired aircraft carriers do you think America has on the water right now?
About almost zero, I would imagine.
You know?
God's sake. Yeah, I mean, they've got enough nuclear-powered submarines, surely, don't they? Or are they diesel-powered too?
They probably have enough nuclear-powered submarines that you could just simply drive them into port and you could take out 25 cities with nuclear blasts, right? Just, I don't know.
Oh, dear. Anyway, enough about that. Enough about that stupid story.
Yeah.
But ha 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 ha.
Yeah. Now, I'm sorry to do this to everybody, but it's the picture that I thought was appropriate. But the United States is accusing China's leadership of supporting Russia's war in Ukraine, not just hinting and stuff, but now it's coming right out and it's there. Speaking to reporters on a visit to Brussels, Deputy Secretary of State Kurt Campbell.
Kurt Russell?
Yeah. Hey, we had the Schwarzenegger governor, right? You know,
Snake Plissken.
yeah, Snake, exactly. He'd be a great negotiator, right? I said yes. You know, but there's an urgent need for European and NATO countries to send a collective message of concern to China. I mean, seriously, we need more than a collective message of concern, but at least it's in verbalized now about its actions. They stepped up warnings about China's support for Russia and issued an executive order in December that threatened sanctions. Right? Campbell said he briefed NATO's main political decision-making body, the North Atlantic Council, NAC, about U.S. concerns on Tuesday. He said China's support was helping Moscow reconstitute elements of its military, including long-range missile, artillery, and drone capabilities, and its ability to back battlefield movements. Right now, if this is true and whatnot, you can't be doing all this sanction stuff. You're sending arms into Ukraine to help them fight and take their sovereign lands back. That means you've got to do more to stop other people from supporting the bad guys. Come on, right?
Yeah.
Right? So he went on to say what we've seen from China to Russia is not a one-off or a couple of rogue firms involved in supporting Russia. This is a sustained, comprehensive effort that is backed up by the leadership in China that is designed to give Russia every support behind the scenes they can. Right? So if I like how, like right now, we've got people in the UN and stuff saying, hey, you know, all this Ukraine can't use our weapons inside of Russia. That ends now. Like, we got to get that gone. Now we've got people standing up more to like towards the China-Russia alliance and saying, no. So I like the ballsy approach, but I'm still not sure that the world's ready to actually stand up to the schoolyard bully, though. I hope it's close, but I'm not sure yet.
Well, the French are sending troops into Ukraine. They are actually putting boots on the ground as for training.
I love that Marcon guy. He's
they are,
awesome.
But they are sending troops into Ukraine to help train up the Ukrainians, which could get interesting if any of those French people get attacked or killed by.
Well, I've got a follow up that'll go to that coming up real quick. So,
we'll do it now.
Okay, so here, let me just find it here. Where is that shit fuck? There he is. Okay, so Putin said that there would be serious consequences if Western countries allowed Ukraine to use their weapons to strike targets in Russia, as sought by Kyiv. Like Zelensky's on a mission right now. He's doing a tour. He's got some great pledges. Sweden went roll in crazy for a good $1 billion. I've got that pegged, but look at the time. I'm not sure I'm going to get to it. So the warning came as French President Emmanuel Macron said Kyiv should be allowed to neutralize Russian military bases from where Kremlin troops are firing missiles into Ukraine. And as President Zelensky urged the world as he urged the world not to tire of this war. Good message. God, I love that guy. Putin's comments came after some NATO members, as well as the alliance chief Stoltenberg, have called to allow Ukraine to use their arms to step up attacks on Russian soil after more than 2 years of this unlawful invasion of their sovereign territory. This constant escalation could lead to serious consequences, Putin has said during this visit to, I don't know, somebody who's dumb enough to host him in public. I would invite you to my house, but it would only be to shoot you in the head, you fucking goof. In Europe, especially in small countries, they should be aware of what they are playing with, he said. This is Putler, noting that many European countries had small territory and dense population. What he's saying is it's very easy for us to use long rangers to kill a lot of you. Yeah. And he said, in this factor, which they should keep in mind before they talk about striking deep into Russian territory, is a serious thing. I'm not sure that it is, Mr. Putler, because if all of the countries that are supplying Ukraine right now actually stood up and said, enough, we are now stepping up with, military and arms and stuff of our own volition as well, your punk ass would be fucked. So just shut up. I hate the guy. What am I going to do?
Why aren't you in the United Nations? I just don't understand.
Sometimes you just got to cut through and get to the root,
Get through to his scrawny neck.
Yeah. Oh, man. I got big hands, man. I could fit them around that.
He's only little. You can squash him like a grape.
Okay, what do we got? 13 on the clock. Yeah, we both got a few loaded. So are you jumping or are you going straight?
Considering you screwed up the titles and you didn't actually put the 42 show up and you put PubChat on, we could go a few extra minutes longer tonight.
Okay,
we could break our own rules.
Yeah, it'll be the 42 plus as long as we need to go show.
Well, we'll try and get through it. Where are we going next?
Cheese whiz.
Yes. Cheese whiz indeed, because an Australian man has chased a speeding wheel of double Gloucester cheese down a muddy hill to claim victory in the world-famous competition.
I thought he won it as the prize. It's like the ball?
They're the roll. You probably get to keep it, I suppose.
Who would want it after that?
But Dylan Tues from Perth emerged victorious in the annual cheese rolling competition at Cooper's Hill in Brockworth, England. 3 kilogram double Gloucester cheese was estimated to be travelling at 113 kilometres per hour on Monday when competitors tumbled down the hill after it.
Are they trying to say this guy ran 113 kilometers an hour after a rolling thing of cheese? I'm calling bullshit right now. What?
No. You have to roll down the hill.
Like a child.
Yeah. You have to tumble down the hill after the cheese, and the first person to get to the cheese wins. Twist narrowly managed to beat a British man who was dressed as a gorilla in the second men's race.
Of course he was.
It was how's that an advantage? I don't know. He's talking about how great he was, and he said he was confident to win the tasty prize after hearing much about the event. He says I was slightly surprised that I did win, and also rather pleased. Yeah.
Okay. Wow. I got a big shout out to do here. Alan Watkins gifting out a Shills membership. Thanks, Alan. Big thanks indeed. And now I have somebody new to send along the bar tab to. You want to see some disgusting... It's not that bad, actually, but it is. So you see this pile of nasty in that plastic there? You know what that is? North Korea is sending balloons with garbage and feces and stuff over into South Korea.
Surely there must be an easier way to get rid of your house waste.
Yeah. Like, look at this. Here's the balloon, and it landed, and this is in South Korea. They're from North Korea, and some of them contain nasty, horrific crap. Yeah. So,
It's bizarre.
South Korea's Joint Chiefs of Staff said about 260 North Korean balloons have been found all over the country as of Wednesday afternoon. Chemical and explosive response teams have been sent out to recover the balloons and debris. Photos released by the military show some still intact white balloons with the trash bags attacked and others scattered. Apart from the trash, Southern Korean military says manure and animal feces were also deployed by some of the balloons. So far, no human excrement has been found. So maybe, unlike their Russian brothers, North Koreans have figured out the toilet. I mean,
it's just such a funny...
What the
form
hell?
of attack.
I know how to destabilize them. We will send over our feces. Let's just.
We will set fire to a burning bag of dog shit and leave it on their doorstep, and they'll come out and stand in it, and we will all laugh.
I mean, what do they watch on TV over there in North Korea? Episodes of Mayberry and Gomer Pyle? Like, what the hell? Oh my God!
I mean, the Japanese during World War II sent those balloons over, over so like mainland America that had, at least had bombs on them. At least they tried.
Yeah, I mean,
put some effort.
Yeah, North Korea bombs in North Korea are like dirty diapers. It's just. But, every time they save up like $500 to make a real bomb, they try to launch it into space and it just fizzles out in the water. So.
I can't. I just imagine them all getting around and thinking of this planet and just giggling their little tits off when they were thinking about it.
So this seems like something you see all the time, but I have a feeling your story will not be.
Yeah. No, this is a story about an innocent shopper who was wrongly accused of stealing and was frog marched out of a store after a technical issue with a new facial recognition software used by multiple high street chains. The woman said an employee at Home Bargains accused her of being a shoplifter when she was wrongly flagged by a system known as Face Watch. She was left in tears after having her bag searched before being led out of the shop and banned from all stores. Using this technology, which includes Budgeons, Sports Direct, Southern Co-op, and Cost Cutter. Face Watch, which scans customers' faces before checking them against a database of criminal suspects, wrote to the woman admitting it had made an error. Oh, that's great. Yeah,
an error? Oops.
Yeah. And the poor woman, she said, I was just crying and crying the entire journey home. I thought, my life will never be the same again. I'm going to be looked at as a shoplifter when I've never stolen.
Right.
That one time,
Yeah.
But
except for the eggs I used to have my child.
But facial recognition technology is also used by police forces around the UK to scan large crowds of people for suspects. It could be a bit, if it goes a bit wrongy.
This is the thing.
That's not good, is it?
You can't have systems like this that aren't verified after by human beings. Just ask YouTube how messy that gets.
Yeah.
That's not fair. It's not fair at all. I fully agree with the idea of technology infiltrating our lives a lot and taking over mundane jobs. But as that happens, you're going to have to face the fact that we're going to need some kind of basic income so more people can go off and retrain to be artisans and make cool carved lamps that we can buy and stuff. Like that's the way it's going to go. Think Star Trek a little bit, right? That's how it goes. If you, you take all the tellers and stuff away from like Wendy's and Big Boy Burger or whatever the hell, well, all these people need jobs. Got to figure it out.
Or they're all going to be on a criminal database.
Yeah. Right. But it's never good for the economy to have a whole whack of people sitting around without income. You're better off to put some money in their hands so that they contribute and spend and keep the cycle going. Otherwise, you're screwed, right?
Yeah.
I know. Okay, here, let me try to figure out where I am now. Oh, yeah. So speaking of YouTube, I got one here. Where is it? Here we go. YouTube is now going to the full length of skipping videos altogether for YouTubers that are trying to, or viewers that are trying to use ad blockers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So what happens is you'll start watching a video and it'll either mute or it'll skip right to the very end and show you the ending.
Oops.
Yeah. Now, it's not an oops. YouTube's doing this on purpose to screw with people with ad blockers. And a lot of people are of the mind, oh, but when a company does this, don't worry about it because the ad blocker people will get around it. It's always a game of cat and mouse. But
Yeah.
But Chrome is the de facto standard web browser for YouTube use by a lot of people. For us in the background streaming to YouTube, it's almost a must. Like YouTube, because Google is YouTube. They kind of do a lot of tie-ins, and they make it so you got to use Chrome. Chrome is switching their whole back end for plugins and extensions to a new thing coming up very soon, and it's going to make it extremely difficult for ad blockers to even function properly. And the only reason they're doing this is because A, Google search results equal ad revenue, so they don't want ad blockers. Fuck off, Apple. And number two, they don't want ad blockers on YouTube, one of their, cash cowy things, right?
Now, I don't use an ad blocker on my YouTube experience. I have found a way to get around annoying ads, though. If you're just like watching on your computer, you click on the video, and the adverts will start up straight away. Then just click back, and then click forward again, and the video goes, "Oh, you've watched the adverts already," and then just skips them.
Oh,
yeah. So yeah, that's a way around it. But anyway, we got this. Stupid chat.
Yeah, let's give it up for Suras for the bar tab. Thanks for the membership, Ozzy Sue. Oh, cool. Awesome. Anybody shouting out for the bar tab is a friend of mine. And something funny is it's usually Aussies and Canadians because we understand drinking. Well, Brits think they understand drinking because they've got a history of good alcohol, but we're the ones that fucking chug it down.
Yeah, we taught them how to do it, yeah. Come on, you got 2 minutes left. You got a quickie?
All right. Well, didn't I just do mine? Yeah, it's you now. You got to do the one about the Prime Minister dude because of the look on his face in the picture. I just got to show that picture.
Yeah, okay. So, the general election is on its way up. Ooh. Sit on that.
Look at this fucking
guy. So the general election campaign sparked into life amid a furious row over Richie Sunak's plan to bring back national service for teenagers if the Tories win the election.
As in military. As in military.
Yes.
Whoa.
Something we've not seen.
So he doesn't like politics. He just wants to be voted right out as fast as possible.
I don't know. This is a lot of people, especially older generation, would say, "Oh, they should bring back national service." That will sort the kids out. So I don't know. It's going to be an interesting one. The idea faces a lot of criticism from across politics. It's 64 years since
probably across campuses
came
too.
Yeah, but the thing is, what they are suggesting is that not all 18-year-olds necessarily have to do military service, but if they did do military service, they will get paid for a year. Or they can choose to do unpaid community work 1 weekend a month. So you can join the military, get paid, or not get paid, and do community work.
And be treated like a criminal on a day pass.
well, you'd probably be working with the criminals.
yeah, be standing on the highway. You have the garbage bag. They have to bend over and pick it up, right?
Picking up all that shit the courier had just sent over.
Yeah. So your job today is to watch for and capture Korean balloons. But Don't take it to the face. It's nasty.
So, Labour's Rachel Reeves has branded it as a gimmick, and Reform UK President Nigel Farage said it was a joke and totally impractical, which is funny because Nigel Farage is the kind of person that would just stand there and say, bring back national service.
Is he?
It's just he hates it because somebody else thought of it before him.
Ah, right. It would have been a great idea, but it wasn't mine.
Yeah. Oh, there we go.
Sign of genius right there. Sign of genius. Do I have anything that I skipped that I wanted to get in? Oh, yeah. This chickie here, she's a Swedish government, some odd person or other, looks the part. They are donating 13 billion kroner, 1.23 billion in dollars, in military assistance to Ukraine as Kyiv struggles with multiple delays of vital Western military aid in the third year of the Russian invasion of Ukraine's sovereign lands. So Deputy Prime Minister, I guess this is her, Ebba Bush, said on Wednesday the assistance package consists of equipment that is at the top of Ukraine's priority list: air defense, artillery ammunition, and armored vehicles. Defense Minister Jonsson, I think there's only about 70 names you can use in Sweden at this point. No, I'm just kidding. But reiterated that Sweden, for now, has ruled out sending any of the Swedish-built JAS-39 Gripen jets to Ukraine. But the focus on Ukrainian side is the implementation of the F-16 fighter jet program. So this is not like they're saying, screw you. There's just no point in getting them into a position where, okay, let's train for another jet. No, more F-16s would be the better way to go. The donation also includes 2 Swedish-made Saab ASCC airborne early warning and control planes. So I'm thinking like the ones that Ukraine was very successful in getting rid of for Russia there for a little bit. And these would have a great effect on Ukrainian air defense because it can complement and reinforce the promised F-16s.
Yes.
Yeah, so I really liked that announcement because it was very much to the point. It was telling us exactly what's going and why, and everything that's going is a big deal, good stuff, and it's a good $1 billion worth. Sweden's not exactly the biggest country in the world. For them to be stepping up with $1 billion and then another and blah, blah, and whatnot, good on you. I love you.
Well, Sweden is the one country that's actually prepared, and they've got a nuclear bunker for every sort of citizen of the country. So, I suppose at this point they're going, well, yeah, whatever, we'll be all right. Carry on.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. We don't really need the weapons because we'll just crawl out when you all are dead and take over. It's like the show Silo. I watch that show. It's amazing. Watch Silo. It's amazing. Let's see here. So that was my wrap up. Do you want to go to Oh Heavenly Father, Thou in the Alien Spacecraft?
We can do that one very quickly.
We have to.
Because Elon Musk, known for his often provocative statements, took to a new level during an interview at the Viva Tech event when the host lightheartedly suggested that some speculate Musk might be an alien. Musk responded. Musk responded with a deadpan affirmation, sparking both amusement and intrigue. So I mean, obviously an alien. He is the living man who fell from space, or the man who fell to Earth.
The man from Holocene.
The one with what's his name, David Bowie, who plays the alien, who comes to Earth, sells his technology to make enough money to build a rocket to go back home, and that's what Musk has been doing all this time. So there you go. Apparently, we got some super chats. Gifting you missed.
Yeah, thank you there. We've got, let's see, where am I? Chris Lundy with a member message in. Is this where I parked my car? If it is, you better live in my area because it's going to be hard to get to. And how'd you stumble home? That's a decent distance. We got KK's GG coming in with a member message as well. Will 45 try to compare himself to Mandela now? You know what? I think that's only the first step in the escalation that's going to come. Absolutely great shout. And then Bombi 1138 gifted out a Shills membership. So we've got a new sucker to take the bar tab. Make sure you send in your information and we'll get that right out to you. Extended version of the show, fellow babies. Thanks to everybody for joining us.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
We got thanks to our team and everybody in the credits. Remember, orange is the new jailbird. It's, oh, if only. Fuck you, Trump. So we got a big shout out to none other than Shayna Caldwell running the Shills account today for us. CF Beauty's internet dropped out because I think Elon showed up in his little saucer and took out some of the opposing satellites that aren't for Starlink. She'll be back real soon. We got BME, Liam Wakefield, Crazy Cat, and Shayna herself on the team. So thanks, everybody.
And PJ.
Oh, and PJ. Shit. Sorry.
And thanks everybody who sent in your super chats, your donations, and all those little membership things. That really helps keep the channel going around here. And don't forget to hit like on the way out. I'm going to do that right now. So, bing, I've liked it. You do the same. And more importantly, share us out. Share us out as far as wide as you can. Do like big, massive
sleep
money
on the
laundering
street for
fraud.
a week, holding a sign saying the Shills are coming. The Shills are coming.
All right. If you want to do your ideas, forget about that. Well, okay. So we'll see you all. We'll see you all tomorrow. God, we're back again tomorrow already. And,
tomorrow we got an after show too.
Yeah. So lots more fun to be had.
Join us then, fellow babies. Good night.
Stay shilly.
Guilty on 34 accounts.
Woo-hoo.